Hello there and welcome back. Before we begin, I would like to give thanks to all of our patrons. A big thank you to Hermes, the Octohat, Kara, Evelyn Puppy, Steph Hughie, Dzib, Carbon, Roseboud, Jonah Porter, Nunberg, Fish Salad, Antari Akayama, Sarha Smith, William Hale, Valkyr Tenno, the fan of a truly iconic Foxo, Galahad, Salgor Agaris, Marissa Kersidasame, Benefer the Potato, Genetic Zero, ZT Mackin, Songbird, Kyra, Void Dweller, Teethwear 5, Iceland Rose, Vibe, Morning Owlet, Elster's Shiny Things, Comek, also known as Luna, Tarsis, Ramona D, Jessica, Amy Olgers, Robot Orange, Tiny Portal, Chloe, Beer the Space Witch, Ellipses, CM Fireflies, Some Guy, Joanna, Indigo, Kai, Danny Babeni, Banana Busboat, TGA, Beatrice Violet, Liliana Sokrovia, Chalky Rain, Breedable Vaporeon, Eden, Mick Shepherd, Artemis Lake, Captain Aardvark 986, Sandrika, Lily Adams, Hazel, Archibald, Blue Goo, Alice, Colic 92, Prophecy Fulfilled, DFA Plays, Robot Waifu, and Bloodmoth. Thank you so very much for all of your support. It truly means the universe to me. And now, Cutiefox ASMR. Hi, I'm back. Hi, it's been ages. I'm really glad that I'm back now. Welcome back to this weird and wacky box that we call, well, whatever's going on right now. So please let me know, how are you guys doing? Cute rock on your screen? Excellent. Oh, cute Foxo. Hey, Black Wolf, welcome. Welcome. It's good to see you. It has been far too long since I've streamed. That's been my fault. I'll get into that in a little bit. I gotta check on something really quickly, but I shall let y'all know of what was going on. There's a starman waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. Well, all right, there we go. I just needed to double check that really quickly. Oh, Parched Pigeon, congratulations! Most excellent. Right. Also, got a bunch of news on my end as well. And yeah, some of it is good, and some of it is bad, unfortunately. So let's start with the bad. Current diagnostics. I still live in the United States. I consider this a negative, especially considering how the political situation is currently looking. I hate to say it, but I kind of have to be political. They kind of made my entire demographic a political issue. It sucks. I'm here and I'm queer and I'm quaking with fear. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Spyro. Hey, Monster Cat, welcome. So yeah, other than that, and other than the other political nonsense that is going on in the United States, I also have some wonderful news. I'm engaged! I am engaged to my lovely, lovely partner. Yep, the Cutiefox is getting married. Hey, James. Hazel, thank you so very much. Thank you, Spyro. This goddamn user's name's too long. I love having my right to exist turn into a debate. I love being here right now. Yeah, it really, really is a quote-unquote fun existence. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Yeah, it seems like there are multiple places in the world where there is, like, a bunch of horrible things happening. But just like there are horrible things happening, there are wonderful things too. I am really, really lucky to be engaged to such a wonderful person as my partner. They've done. They make me feel incredibly happy. I'm gonna gush about them a little bit. I really do apologize. But they are just amazing. They're really, really cool. They make me feel warm and happy inside. They listen to all my issues. They make me laugh and giggle. And they, generally speaking, they don't make me feel anxious or out of place. I feel comfortable and safe. And if there are any issues between us, I feel safe discussing them with them. So yeah, that is some of the big news that's been happening behind the scenes. I've also been working on a bunch of 3D projects, currently still modeling parts that are going to be featured in them, and eventually I will texture them and animate them and put them on to the channel. So that the experiment is coming soon. I'm looking forward to sharing it with y'all. Demon Fox Sakura, thank you so, so very much. Of course, Swords are Soft. It is pretty gay. Phew. So yeah. So that's, again, the big news. And then there's also some other stuff that kind of happened over the last couple of weeks that isn't as positive as my engagement. There is also a little bit of... There's just been a little bit of a period of time where my paranoia has been spiking. I have been incredibly anxious and paranoid over the last couple of weeks. It kind of culminated into a big crying session yesterday. I don't mean to hit you with all of the details. It's just been me dealing with my mental health issues. And honest to goodness, it feels a little bit awkward talking about it now because it feels like such a small issue in hindsight. I know that I should be a little bit more generous with my own mental health problems. I know that what happened to us is just like, it was bad. But it's not like the worst that's ever happened. So it's kind of just, I'm kind of in this space between feeling the pain and questioning if the pain is valid. Oh, Hazel. I'm sorry to say, but the experiment doesn't have anything to do with an ASMR audio. Believe it or not, it is its own project. it will be a little bit different to the ASMR content that I'm usually known for, but it is my fervent hope that you enjoy it still. This is actually where I'm going to be busting out some of my animation chops. I really, really want to spoil everything that I've been working on. However, I think it best to just keep it mostly under wraps for now until it's finished. I have this habit of announcing projects and then abandoning them, and it's not something I like to do. I don't want to abandon projects I've announced because I've built up hype for them and I want to share them with you, and then suddenly everything kind of just falls flat on its face. And besides, I'm incredibly rusty. All of my Blender skills kind of rusted after a little while. It's one of the reasons why the tunnel animations kept getting reused for a bunch of videos. I just haven't had the energy or the inclination to make more. But now I am. Hey Viola, welcome. Hey Aether, welcome back. Welcome, welcome. Please, drag up a chair, kick up your feet, warm yourself by the fire. Remember to stay hydrated and make sure to keep those snacks on hand. After all, your health is very much worth it. And I've got some Powerade on the side. Not sponsored. Spyro? I know Oblivion is really, really addicting, and you'll save Tamriel. But really, you should go to bed. You need sleep. It's morning where you are? Well, it is early afternoon for me, and I figured now is as good a time as any to get back into streaming. I know I haven't been streaming the last couple of weeks, at the very least. That is my fault. I kind of fell into a malaise. Again, it's associated with the anxiety and the paranoia that I've been dealing with, and I'm not saying that as like an excuse for like not streaming for the last couple of weeks. I'm just saying that's the reason why. And I'm really, really sorry. I should have been streaming more. Hazel says, is it safe to sit by a fire when I'm already boiling? British heat wave. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Yep, we're feeling the effects of climate change right now. Each summer is hotter than the one before. That's gonna keep being this way too. So yeah, you're not crazy. Things are kind of, well, if you'll pardon the swearing, things are incredibly shitty right now. I mean, you've seen what the United States government is doing right now. You've seen what our government is attempting to do. And what it has done. I'm terribly sorry swords are soft. I've not been lucky or unlucky enough to see a tornado. But I have had nightmares about them. I have had nightmares about tornadoes. And they're always slightly surreal. Because there are so many more than is physically possible. I think I'm getting off track here. What was I talking about? I think I was talking about politics. And I'm really, really sorry to have to drag it back, but unfortunately, I have to. Not just because I've been made a political issue, but because our government is violating human rights. And they're upset that they can't get away with it. That they're, like, encountering resistance to it. Let me see. There should be like some advice online for how to deal with ICE agents. Uh, Bear with me, and always keep a grain of salt on hand. Ah yes, know your rights if you encounter ICE, from the National Immigrant Justice Center site. 1. Create a safety plan. Identify your emergency contacts and memorize their phone numbers. Provide your child's school or daycare with an emergency contact to pick up your child. Provide authorization in writing for your emergency contact to make medical and legal decisions for your child. Tell your loved ones that if you are detained by ICE, they can try to use ICE's online detainee locator to find you. There is a link provided at their site. 2. Defend your rights. All persons in the United States have constitutional protections, including the right to remain silent when questioned or arrested by immigration officers. Being stopped by immigration officers or other law enforcement can be frightening, but it's important to stay calm. During any encounter with law enforcement, it's important to do the following. Stay calm and don't run, argue, resist, or fight the officer, even if you believe your rights are being violated or you are being treated unfairly. Keep your hands where police can see them, and tell them if you need to reach into a glove compartment or for a wallet to show your papers. Don't lie about your status or provide false documents. As an addendum and an aside to what the document is saying here, I think that it would be best to just not say anything at all. If you are being detained, I don't think it is a safe thing to provide any information, true or false, to police. Because even if you are 100% truthful, if you provide information to the police, they can use it, and they most likely will try to use it in some form against you. If you are pulled over in a traffic stop, again, this is back to the document, ask if the officer is from the police department or immigration. Immigration officers often identify themselves as police, but they are not police. Ask if they are from Immigration and Customs Enforcement or Customs and Border Protection. If they are immigration officers, follow these guidelines about what information to provide. If you are a U.S. citizen or of lawful immigration status, show your passport, legal permanent resident card, work permit, or other documentation of your status. If you are over the age of 18, you should carry your papers with you at all times. If you are undocumented, you have the right to remain silent and do not have to discuss your immigration or citizenship status with the police, immigration agents, or other officials. Anything you tell an officer can later be used against you in immigration court. If an officer knocks on your door, do not open the door. Teach your children not to open the door. Officers must have a warrant signed by a judge to enter your home. ICE, quote-unquote, warrants are not signed by judges. They are ICE forms signed by ICE officers, and they do not grant authority to enter a home without consent of the occupants. If you are outdoors and think you see immigration officers nearby, move to a safe indoor space. If you are a U.S. citizen and feel safe to do so, record the activity with your phone or write down any relevant information about what you witness. Always being careful to not interfere or otherwise obstruct the operation. Do not post unverified information on social media or interfere with the investigation or otherwise put yourself in harm's way. The site also has examples of administrative and judicial warrants. I recommend that you visit the site for National Immigrant Justice Center for more information. Ah, sweet, your average YouTube enjoyer. So Silk Song has been officially announced. What a weird timeline we're in. If only Hazel. Indeed, Hazel. They are just gonna spin it around on you. Ooh, cube steak sounds delicious, Akira. Thank you so very much. Swordsursoft says he actually just ordered ICE members that they don't have to have permission or the paperwork to enter someone's home if they suspect anything. Yeah. This is where I personally draw the line, though I believe that it is imperative for you to do your own research as to what your boundaries are. As far as I'm concerned, if someone who has not identified themselves decides to break and enter into my home, I believe that I have full authority to defend myself and my property the way that I see fit. If officers become secret police and have no respect for the rule of law, then why should the rule of law protect them? And when the last law is laid down and the devil turned, where will you hide? The law's all been laid flat. I give the devil benefit of the law for my safety's own sake. Hey, Bottledy, welcome! Nix Garcia says, how would that work if I was born here, but also look more Hispanic than white? Honest to goodness, I don't think they care. I don't think that they care. Which is incredibly frightening a sentence to say aloud. That they simply don't care. Also, I believe that his executive order is not legally binding. At least, that is what I believe. Take with a grain of salt. I also believe that you should do everything within your power to increase your operational security, or OPSEC. There are resources online in order to research about this more thoroughly. I have actually run incredibly poor OPSEC on myself. It is a very unfortunate thing. I tend to speak rather quickly, and I speak what's on my mind, and I run my mouth. It is a flaw of mine. It is an intense flaw of mine, one that I should do more to regulate. It's one of the reasons why I actually take some great pauses at times, is just because I don't want to say something that I will later regret. Have you ever been like that? To just take a moment and think of what you want to say, and try to avoid saying something that you will later regret. I believe the administration also arrested a judge. I don't believe that it was lawful of them to arrest the judge, although I need to research that news a little bit more thoroughly. Precisely, Genetic Zero. Also, welcome back. Oops. My hand landed rather hard on the little shelf that my keyboard is on. It's safe, though. Thank you so very much. But yes, Sorcersoft is incredibly correct here. Trump went above the heads, went behind their backs, and defied their orders. It is such a frustrating thing to know that our executive officer, our quote-unquote president, is a criminal. He is a criminal. He has been convicted. We know he's a criminal, and yet he is in charge. And that both scares and baffles me. How could we let this happen? We're smarter than this. We're better than this. And it kind of just sucks being on the sidelines and waiting for people to catch up to this position. How long will it be until people realize that he only cares about himself? He only cares about his short-term quarterly gains. Precisely. We wouldn't be in this position if people just voted for Kamala. I have heard, though, and this is just a rumor. I want you to ingrain this into your heads before I say this. This is a rumor. Take it with a mountain of salt. It could just be a conspiracy theory. But I have heard a rumor that the election was indeed tampered with in some way to get Trump elected. If it is the case, then yeah. If that's the case, that's just a rumor, then please throw out what I just said. But if it is indeed true, then not only did he swindle us, he successfully swindled us, and we should be rightfully pissed about it. I'm so sorry, Lily. I will endeavor to make this a hub of information that is relatively correct. And I also encourage you to think critically about myself as well as other sources. I don't want to purport myself as a source of unparalleled truth. That isn't what I do. I make videos to entertain. I know for a fact that I have a lot of information in my head that is most likely incorrect and needs to be corroborated. I encourage you to inquire, to think critically. And yeah, the current administration is planning on running for a illegal third term, which is illegal under our current documentation. Presidents cannot run for more than 2 terms. I believe that was put in place after Teddy Roosevelt, although I could be mistaken about that. Ah. Franklin Delano Roosevelt. So I was incorrect. Yeah, he is going to try to overturn it. And most likely because of his underhanded tactics, he will most likely succeed. I think that the rules of play, in my mind, are this. Establish a firm set of rules, and a set of loosely followed rules, because, of course, no law should be absolute. There should always be exceptions. However, once a player of the game decides to start cheating and cheating regularly, and cheating with the intent to basically make things worse for the rest of us, I believe that the rules of fair play should then be disbanded until such time as the offending player is removed from the game. Then the rules can be instated again and fair play resumed. I could be incorrect in this assumption, but I believe it to be logical. It's like if just someone just barged in here and just slapped my face and I just was not allowed to defend myself. Empires rise and fall, and they rise and fall with similar names over the course of history. The United States, like all nations before it, does have an expiration date. I have absolutely no idea if that expiration date is around the corner or if it's another 100 years from now. However, I believe with the current instability of our current political practice, the current rise of inequality, and the general state of how we feel, it is untenable. Our current situation is untenable. We will either destroy ourselves or through invasion be destroyed. That is just how things will go. Terry Pratchett wrote an amazing book called Thud. There's a corporal from Ingmorpork, a city on the Discworld, who is talking with a bunch of these dwarves who are all talking amongst themselves that someone should do something about their current situation. And absolutely none of them came to the conclusion that they were someone. It is very, very easy for us all to just sit back in our chairs and on our beds and our couches and think, well, someone needs to do something about this. All the while forgetting we're someone. We're people who are like-minded. And individually we are weak, but together we are strong. And that is something that the rich and powerful, the authoritarian right, this is something that they cannot take away from us. It is ingrained into our very biology, our very psychology. We are LGBTQ+. We are the queers. We've been here since humanity existed, and we will continue to exist until humanity itself winks out. You don't have to go if you don't want to. However, I respect your decision. Please be safe. That's correct, Black Wolf. We are forever. Individually, we may not last for a long time. I know that I have cut my own lifespan at least in half. However, I have a certain hope in my core. I have a certain hope that together, if we work hard, if we pull together, if we enact the social programs we dream of, if we determine a set of rules to follow on and then abide by them with each other, I think that we could really make a go of it. I think that we can do our best to survive. We could learn to garden. We can learn to farm. We can learn to raise birds and to harvest poultry and eggs. We can learn to, have cows and get milk, and we could learn how to grow wheat, how to farm that. We could take time to learn mathematics and science and engineering. I believe that we have the flexibility of humanity and the imagination that the authoritarian right can never grasp. We're human beings and we are some ingenious creatures. Sure, we are capable of anger, we are capable of cruelty, but that is not all we are. We're capable of so much more. Stay safe, Sarzosoft. So, what do you think? How would you set about making your own sphere a better place? What could you learn in the moment that would make things better? Maybe even not like all the way better. Maybe not like fix the entire world next week better. But what could you do to make your life a little bit better right this instant? What piece of information do you want to know? Do you want to know a little bit more about how our political system works? Hazel says, for some reason, the thing that gives me the most hope is supportive indie game devs with games that get really popular. Gem drop, draw cute girls. Art is a very useful skill. And video games, as well as digital and physical art, they are worthwhile. Believe it or not, and this does get into a little bit of history, and I do have to urge some, cautious warnings because I will be talking a little bit about the Nazis. The Nazis hated modern art. They called it degeneracy. And they not only hated it, but they put it on display so that other people would come in and mock it. I look around at the art that people make and I don't see degeneracy. I see brilliant colors. I see expert use of texture and lighting. I see excellence. The Nazis were afraid of art and free creative expression. They're afraid of it because it tells a fundamental truth that they hated. That human beings will not be rigid and controlled. We are, at our core, fundamentally wild things. We are the glint of madness in the eyes of those who have lost hope. We are the fires of retribution, and we are the warm campfire to hold our family close to us and to gently hold them as they shake and crumble. We are more than just what they try to paint us as. We are amazing. I think that you are amazing. Precisely, Black Wolf. Telling and showing people they aren't alone. Hatred is one hell of a drug. It's one that people have poisoned themselves with for a long time. But it isn't everyone. Even when I lived in Missouri, in a place that was borderline rural, where I encountered transphobia pretty much every single day in the workplace, I also encountered people who held great sympathy. I, believe it or not, encountered a lot of fellowship with people that I hardly expected that I would. And it's with the sort of fellowship that I realized that people are more than hatred. They are not cruel. They're multifaceted, just as we're multifaceted. This isn't to say that there aren't any enemies out there. There really are. And I could definitely name a couple. Not just because of what, you know, not just because of what, like, I'm told to believe, but just because of their general actions and attitudes. I mean, Matt Walsh is a self-styled theocratic fascist who is a misanthrope and, like, sociopathic. Yeah, I wouldn't want him anywhere near myself or my family. Hey, TGU. I really hope you don't mind if I abbreviated your name to TGU. Is hatred all you run on? Because I believe that there's a bit more to life than that. And I ask that you strive to see that. Maybe spite. Spite is definitely a wonderful force. Live in spite of the forces trying to destroy you. But hatred? I am not I am not a being who uses hatred. Granted, I will admit that I hate what people are capable of doing to us, what people have done to us. I am capable of that hatred. However, I am not capable of hating the people. I pity them. I pity their small-mindedness. They are inflexible. Personally, one of the things that I like to do is just learn more about my relevant fields. I like learning about animation, and I like researching what sorts of things I could try to make for my stories. It's a fun thing to do. I like thinking about the different worlds that I could make. Things that I think could help people feel more at ease, or to unsettle and frighten. Lily says, one thing I've tried to do is make my life smaller. I try to stay up to date with important issues, but I just take things a minute at a time now. I believe that is a good thing. It's easy to get burnt out because of all of the hellfire that is sprung up around us. I've heard that if you limit yourself to just 3 issues that you believe are most relevant to you, that you'll generally do a lot better to, prevent burnout than if you just took it all at once. Personally, I've chosen 3 topics that I have strong opinions about that I will do my best to make things better with. And those are generally queer issues and specifically trans issues. And creative expression. Because creative expression is something that I hold near and dear to me. If I cannot create, I am a soulless husk. And I would much rather not be a soulless husk. All good, Aether. Welcome back. Genetic Zero says, I've gone back to writing fun stuff for now. Gives my creative brain something to do and draws power away from the logical brain that just obsesses about the news. Much about the same for me. I like making 3D environments. I've been focusing on making a lot of low poly stuff, and I look forward to sharing my creations with you soon. Jam drop. Can I interest you in anything? All of the time. A little bit of everything. All of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything. All of the time. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be the first. And now that it's stuck in my head again, I remember a lot of the lyrics. I take it that I could sing a song. I could sing the song and you guys wouldn't object. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything that brain of yours can think of can be found. We've got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of it's of interest to you, you'd be the first. Welcome to the internet. Come and take a seat. Would you like to see the news or any famous women's feed? There's no need to panic. This isn't a test. Just nod or shake your head and we'll do the rest. Welcome to the internet. What would you prefer? Would you like to fight for civil rights or tweet a racial slur? Be happy, be horny, be bursting with rage. We got a million different ways to engage. Welcome to the internet. Put your cares aside. Here's a tip for straining pasta. Here's a 9-year-old who died. We got movies and doctors and fantasy sports and a bunch of colored pencil drawings of all the different characters in Harry Potter fucking each other. Welcome to the internet. Hold on to your socks, cause a random guy just kindly sent you photos of his cock. They are grainy and off-putting. He just sent you more. Don't act surprised, you know you like it, you whore. See a man get headed, get offended, see a shrink. Show us pictures of your children, tell us every thought you think. Start a rumor, buy a broomer, send a death threat to a boomer, or DM a girl and groomer, do a zoomer, find a tumor in your. Here's a healthy breakfast option, you should kill your mom. Here's why women never fuck you, here's how you can build a bomb. Which Power Ranger are you? Take this quirky quiz. Obama sent the immigrants to vaccinate your kids. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. You know, it wasn't always like this. Not very long ago, just before your time, right before the towers fell, circa 99. This was catalogs, travel blogs, a chat room or two. We set our sights and spent our nights waiting for you, insatiable you. Mommy let you use her iPad. You were barely 2, and it did all the things we designed it to do. Now look at you. Look at you, you, unstoppable, watchable. Your time is now, your insides out. Honey, how you grew. And if we stick together, who knows what we'll do. It was always the plan to put the world in your hand. Could I interest you in everything all of the time? A bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything, all of the time. Could I interest you in everything, all of the time? A little bit of everything, all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. Anything and everything and anything and everything and anything and everything and all of the time. I take it the mic quality dipped a little bit. I do apologize, Hazel. No, it's just kind of perfect for the evil laugh, no clue why. Oh, thank you so very much, Black Wolf. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Thank you so very much. I don't know why, but I just played the song in my head, and the synth in it reminded me of bedroom community class speech, so that's in my head now. Hazel says the synth takes a bit to show up. It's like, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes in. I can never remember. I completely understand that. Feels good to giggle again. Bloop. James says, Sauron, turn off your ringtone. Aether says, I mostly just have Bury the Light or Devil Trigger looping in my head, so it's cool to have it be something else for a bit. Ah, yes. I am the storm that is approaching, provoking black clouds in isolation. And here's the thing, I've never played a single Devil May Cry game. I have never played a single Devil May Cry game. And I've still never played a single Metal Gear Solid game either. I know, I've been terribly cloistered. And despite the fact that I have a library full of games in my Steam library, I don't play most of them. I am surrounded by games that I would have dreamed of playing as a kid, and I just don't. Blackwell says you honestly sound like a fox when you laugh. I've been told that, and I honestly think so too. I don't know what it is. Either it is me subconsciously styling my laugh to sound like a fox's, or that's just how I naturally go for. Miku, Miku, you can call me Miku. Blue hair, blue tie, hiding in your Wi-Fi. Open secrets, anyone can find me. You know music running through my mind. I'm thinking Miku, Miku, ooh-wee-oo. 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 It's so surreal having that song in Fortnite now. It is so weird. As well as Mika Mika Beam. Mary. Yep, that's true. It's true, Hazel. It's true. Let union be in all our hearts. Let union join our hearts as one. We'll end the day as we begun, we'll end it all in pleasure. Right, rella, 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 to relia. Right, rella, 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 to relia. Right, rella, 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 to relia. When we're meant together. James says, "What are a girl or a fox?" I'm a fops. I am a fops girl. A tricksy kitsune online. And I've never been happier. Let union be in all our hearts. Let union join our hearts as one. We'll end the day as we begun. We'll end it all in pleasure. Come, me lasses, let's be jolly. Drive away dull melancholy. For to grieve it is a folly when we're meant together. Let union be in all our hearts. Let union join our hearts as one. We'll end the day as we begun. We'll end it all in pleasure. Solomon in all his glory told each wife a different story. In our camps we'll sing him glory when we're meant together. Let union be in all our hearts. Let union join our hearts as one. We'll end the day as we begun. We'll end it all in pleasure. Eating and drinking, they're so charming. Smoking and pipe, there is no harm in all these things. We'll take delight in when we're meant together. Let union be in all our hearts. Let union join our hearts as one. We'll end the day as we began. We'll end it all in pleasure. Cease your quarreling and your fighting, evil speaking and backbiting. All these things take no delight in when we're meant together. Let union be in all our hearts. Let union join our hearts as one. We'll end the day as we began. We'll end it all in pleasure. Right, rella, 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 to relia. Right, rella, 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 to relia. Right, rella, 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 to relia. When we're meant together. Black Wolf, what would I do if I had kitsune powers? Mostly just help people sleep. I would mostly just tell stories and lull people to sleep. If you are a kind soul, it would be a gentle rest, full of rest and relaxation. A kind soul would have a warm, relaxing dream. And if you are a cruel soul, I'd steal your wallet. No wallet for you. For a cruel soul, no wallet, no money. It's mine now. I shall redistribute it among my fellow poors. How's that for socialism? Actually becoming what they fear most. A thief. A foxish thief. Yeah. Yeah. I've never actually listened to Ride the Lightning, I don't believe. Maybe I should at some point. Kaboom. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. There's a song by the Longest Johns that I listened to as it played through randomly on Spotify. And whenever I hear it, I just can't help but think of Dark Souls. Do you ever just hear a song and think, oh gosh, that would just fit right in to the universe that I like? It's Ashes by the Longest Johns. I think of Dark Souls 3. I think of Dark Souls 3 whenever I listen to it. And with your permission, I'd like to sing it for you. Brip. Merp. Oh, it's all good, Nix. These things happen. It's all good, Nix. You can have as many battles as you like in the chat. Yeah, so long as you're kind and respectful with people, that's all good. Watch that old fire as it flickers and dies. That once blessed the household and lit up our lives. It shone for the friends and the clinking of glasses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Capture the wild things and bring them in line. And own what was never your right to confine. The lives and the loves and the songs are what matters. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Do you feel heavy? Your eyes drop with grief. Your spirit is wild and your suffering is brief. So never you buckle and bend to the masses. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Get round the fire with a glass of strong ale, and tell us a story from beyond the pale. Bury some seeds and expect some strong branches. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Now show me a man that can meet all his needs. For what we need most now is unity seed. A common old song for all creeds and all classes. I'll tend to the flame, you can worship the ashes. I'll tend to the flame. What will we do when the world it is ending? And time it is halted for friend and for foe. Try to hold on to the time as it passes. Hold on to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Hold on to the flame, you can worship the ashes. Hold on to the flame, you can worship the ashes. All good, Gem Drop. I'm so sorry. Please stay safe. So, what did you think of the song? I think that I'm woefully out of practice, and I did a fair bit of screaming as well as crying yesterday, so my voice is still a little bit out of it. Blip. Is my mic too quiet now, or is it too loud? I'm slowly turning it up and trying to adjust it so that it's a little bit more comfortable. How is it? Is it any better? Is it any worse? Hello? Hello? Ah, I see, Lily. Vodka. Maybe a tiny bit loud? Hello, Aether. Hello. 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 Hold into the flame, you can worship the ashes. Mary says, in other words, no power leveling, the game will punish you for it? Oh, I see. Huh. I'm not sure if I want to play the Oblivion remaster. It just doesn't really, capture my interest. Then again, my interest has kind of shifted a little bit. It's moved a little bit beyond just playing games, and I kind of just find joy in creating. I want to make something. I want to make something that y'all are proud of, that y'all like. And I do get a little bit worried here and there that I fail in my job, that I'm making things that you don't like. It's perhaps a little bit of a fear of mine. I just am really, really scared of being rendered obsolete or useless. Thank you, Black Wolf. I really do appreciate it. I don't know. Maybe it really is just a fear of mine. Ah, the boops. The boops. The boops are attacking. Also, I think I'm gonna do something that is a little bit unorthodox. I think that I am going to show you what I've been working on a little bit. A part of the project that I will be demonstrating when it's like all the way complete. It's gonna be part of a video. It's gonna be part of an animation. Are you ready? Ta-da! If you're a part of the Discord, you might have already seen this, but this is a tree I've been working on. It is a very low poly tree. It is not textured yet, but I am looking forward to doing so. So what'd you think? Aether says, "I'll be happy I haven't found a good rabbit model, as otherwise the hunted would have been the hunter." Babbitt! Yep, that's correct, Black Wolf. Believe it or not, that model is done. I'm just focusing on creating a bunch of other stuff. The tree is part of it, and it will be part of a... It'll be part of a very interesting video. Have you seen any of the works by a creator called, I believe is McBaldi, I believe? Let me see. I want to make sure that I'm getting his name correctly, or their name correctly, I should say. I have absolutely no idea if it is a he, a she, or they. Just going to... Where are you? Where are you? Ah, yes, it is McBaldi. MC.BALDIEE. If you've seen any of their videos, you'll understand the sort of vibe that I kind of want to go for. Hey, Steam Femboy. Well, thank you so very much. Please, drop a chair. Get yourself something refreshing to drink. You are always welcome here. Hazel says, "Hey, Steam Fem." Tab reopens. Oof, that made my head feel weird. Maybe I shouldn't tilt my head that fast. Hey. I'm gonna be 25 this year. Maxim Bassida says, I gotta ask, do you modify your voice in any way? Not with technology, of course, because there's no way your natural voice is this enchanting. Well, thank you so very much. I don't use a voice changer. I do pitch my voice slightly high, but that's mostly just due to habit, if nothing else. I have been voice training for 5 years. My voice before this point sounded very, very different, and if you go back in time to my older videos, you will definitely see a slight evolution of how my voice sounds. It starts off being inexperienced, and then as I gain more and more experience with voice acting, it definitely takes on a life of its own. There is actually an example of my pre-transition voice on the internet, and it definitely is a it is a very interesting thing to listen now that I have been like voice training, because it doesn't automatically register as my voice. It just registers as something completely different. Again, thank you so very much. I never really thought of my voice as being enchanting. But if I drop it in pitch a little bit, and maybe add in a little bit of a growl, what do you think it sounds like now? A little bit more like Farum Thor. Hey, Cutie. So very cute. Oh, I'm not angry. It's just me demonstrating a little bit of my range. But yeah, that's one of the voices that I do. Aether says we've been lied to. This is no fox. This is a siren. Well, I am a trickster spirit. Terribly sorry, Maxim. I specialize in inducing gay panic attacks. With your permission, I'd like to share with you my pre-transition voice. Precisely 5 years ago. Hazel says, insert throat clearing here. So, Valve games, huh? Yep, there is. Unfortunately, you have to be over the age of 18, and you have to provide some identification in order to join. Mostly because of my own screw-ups combined with, cumulative stress. Something that you have to hear? Oh, yeah, the pre-transition voice. With your permission, I would like to demonstrate it. I think a few people here have heard my pre-transition voice. But for those of you who haven't, this will give you a demonstration of where my voice started, and you have the demonstration of the endpoint right in front of you. All right. 3, 2, 1. Bloop. Oh, right. I signed out of the SoundCloud account. Ah.
1408. 1. Mike Enslin was still in the revolving door when he saw Olin, the manager of the Hotel Dolphin, sitting in one of the overstuffed lobby chairs. Mike's heart sank. Maybe I should have brought the lawyer along again after all, he thought.
Oh, Steam Femboy, I inputted my email address into the chat. Send a request as well as your identification to that email address. That doesn't sound a bloody thing like you, Nico. I know, right? It sounds completely different. But it's the truth. That is where I started before my voice training really took off. And even then, I still had a desire to narrate. One Pale Soul, welcome! Never caught a stream before but love your videos. Do you have any advice for someone who has wanted to do voice training but doesn't really know where to begin? Also, wow. Okay, so One Pale Soul. Advice for someone who's wanted to do voice training but doesn't really know where to begin. Your first order of business is to educate yourself as to basically the parts of the parts of your voice, your vocal cords, your mouth, your throat. Research what those parts do. Your voice is an instrument, just like any other instrument, and you both need to take proper care of it, and you need to research how it works. The second thing that you need to do is recognize the fact that you aren't going to be perfect right off the bat. Again, this is a 5-year gap between where my voice started and where it currently is. And it took a lot of work to get here. It took a lot of embarrassing, struggling moments, and it took a lot of me feeling embarrassed as heck about listening to my own voice again and again and again. But you gotta stick with it if you want to see results. You got to keep that determination. Otherwise, it's all for naught. So yeah, it is research, it is practice, it is persistence. Ah, I see. As Maria says, the last bit had your line delivery, but the voice is so different and it's insane. Indeed. I even showed the voice clip to my big sister Akira, and my big sister immediately thought that I was just trolling her, that there was absolutely no way that the voice that I was demonstrating and the one that I had 5 years ago were the same. To be fair, I've had a lot of practice. And I wasn't trying to prank her. I was just demonstrating that, yeah, I've been training. Been putting in the hours, been putting in the effort. Thank you so very much, Black Wolf. Lily says, I see. My current voice is about a full octave deeper than... Just let the archangels take me. I want you to listen to me very closely. Your transition is your own path. Whatever you choose to take, that is your choice to make. If you want to do the voice training, then I encourage you in that goal. But if you're okay with your voice as it stands, then I'm not going to force you to do it. I'm just going to say that if you want to see your voice be more high-pitched, high-resonance sort, then you are going to have to put in that research and effort. It's not something that is just going to happen overnight. Be prepared for the years of struggle. Ah. Good night, Steam Femboy. Stay safe. Hey, Nathan. Oh, you just missed me demonstrating my pre-transition voice to my current one. Scaring people. Steam says, definitely not listening to the ASMR when heading to sleep. Oh, and why not? Don't you like listening to my ASMR audios? Sorry, I tease. Maxim says scary. I beg to differ. Then beg. Oh, poor dear. Hazel says, just to like your last 3 messages, just all relatable in general. Ah, see you later, Arthur. Thank you so very much for stopping by. Good night. Rest well. Maxim says, yeah, and this is why I'd be hypnotized easily. I'm just gonna sit in the Shinji pose. Yeah, there were a couple of times where my fiance said the phrase, I beg to differ, and it is always such a treat to growl, then beg. It is always such a treat. They are really, 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 really adorable when they're flustered. Their face goes bright red, and oh, I just want to hug her close and squeeze them and let them know that he's gonna be alright. They're amazing. Hello, Winter. Welcome. It is good to see you again. Please, drag up a chair. Relax. Get yourself something refreshing. Now the boops are just not fair. The game. Hazel says, I like how when you do that voice, your model's mouth doesn't open and the model looks so confused. Yeah, it doesn't open at all. Maybe because when I do it, I'm leaning down towards the microphone and my mouth just goes out of frame. And so the camera gets confused and the model doesn't know what to do. And so it kind of starts sounding like I'm being telepathic. Oh, poor dear. Akira. Boop. I'm gonna boop you in return. You did indeed, Swords Are Soft. Welcome back, Bluebell. Hazel, it's the trees. The trees are talking. Nuzzle, nuzzle. Happy nuzzles for those who wants them. Nuzzle, 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 nuzzle. Nuzzle, 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 nuzzle. Nuzzle, nuzzle, nuzzle. Nuzzle, nuzzle, nuzzle. Nuzzle, nuzzle. Nuzzle, nuzzle. So Arthur says, Nicole, I'm in a public place. I'm sorry, Angel. Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Angel. But you are just so cute to fluster. Oh. Hazel says the word bed looks like a bed. It really does. It really does. Huh. Well done. Oh, so you got good news about your job, Akira? What is it? Sartor says, this is how you treat your fiancé? Bullying them? Well, it's not bullying. At least I don't think it's bullying. Chat, do you think it's bullying? Maxim says, this is why I don't watch Nico without being in the sanctity of my own room, because then people will see Scary Lady as just gay and easy. Can't have that. Oh, you can't have that? Poor dear. Playful bullying. Yeah, I guess it is playful bullying. Oh, I do pity my fiancé. Well, on occasion, yes. But, believe it or not... Actually, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Ah, I see. Well, looking forward to seeing you when you get home, Akira. Well, of course, Viola. Because why not? Why not use my talents? After all, I've worked so hard to get them. Why shouldn't I make you melt? Well, I said that having a voice is like having an instrument, that you need to take care of it and you need to train with it. It's also incredibly fun to pick up and play, to sing, to purr, to while you away. Maxim says, yes, I am poor dear, so cuddle me. So what you're saying is, you need a mommy. Okay, that one was particularly vicious. Sartor says, yeah, play. You bully me when we play video games. Very unfair. Ah, good to hear, Akira. Good to hear. I don't know if I would like to be a mother. I've often thought when I was a teenager that I'd love to be a mom. Maybe I could be a cool aunt. Sit, girl. Yeah, Winter may simply be immune to the fluster, and that's okay. You don't have to be automatically flustered to have value here. Everyone here is valued for who they are. And you are wonderful. Amazing. And I am delighted to know you. And I am delighted to make your acquaintance. And of course, there is also one of my favorite treats to give out with my voice. Good girl. such a good girl. Oh, good girl. Oh, I'm so proud of you. Can you imagine that? With me petting your head, calling you a good girl. Speaking of head pats, we adore head pats. Like, we adore them. Everything's okay. You're safe. Everything is going to be okay. I know, hon. I know the world is so scary right now. And you've been so strong. But you don't have to be strong anymore. Take a deep breath from me, dear. And slowly let it out. Good girl. Good girl. The world may be scary, and you've been so strong in weathering it. It's okay to take a break every now and again to rest and relax, and to just let it all drift into the background for a while. And again, I am so proud of you. I am proud of you for carrying this weight for all this time. When you're ready to, you may pick it up again, but for now, please take some appropriate time and rest. Good girl. Anyways, I think that I'll be right back. I need to handle a couple of things. Don't you go anywhere. Make sure that you have some water nearby, and make sure you stay hydrated. I'm very serious about that. Stay hydrated. Thank you. Again, proud of you. Hello. Hoi. Hoi hoi. Hoi, I'm back. Hazel says just got jump scared by a PowerPoint transition. Hello. Hey, Brenwyn Gillen, welcome back. It's good to see you. Oh, poor dear. Everything's gonna be okay, Lily. Hey, hey. Also kind of just decided that I wanted to play a game again. Because why not? It's been a while. It's been a while since I've played this world. Ugh. Oh, golly. Oh, golly, why did I make that again? I suppose I wanted a tower, but... there were better ways I could have gone about it. That was just cheap and easy. I'll be honest, not my best work. Not sure what I think about this, but... It's alright. It's alright. Have I played Portal 2? I have, it's one of my favorite games. GLaDOS is one of my favorite villains of all time. I do not have a sword. Okay. Stick, stick. Grab stick. Where's iron? Iron. Stick, stick, stick. Got stick. Let me smash. I don't even know why I made the sword, I just feel more comfortable with it. Go find Becky. I'm glad someone got the reference. I'm so sorry, Steamed. One Pale says, I think I saw Portal 2 streams on my For You section on your page, so might be able to watch that. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here. Huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done, and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. I'm not even angry. I'm being so sincere right now. Even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. So I'm glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people we are, who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke. Haha, fat chance. Anyway, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run. There is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. While you're dying, I'll be still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive. Still alive. Oof, I don't think I have. I may need to, One Pale Soul. Ooh, pumpkin pie. Do I have a fishing rod? I don't appear to have a fishing rod. Why don't I have a fishing rod? Fish. You know what that means. Fish! Well, here we are again. It's always such a pleasure. Remember when you tried to kill me twice? Oh, how we laughed and laughed. Except I wasn't laughing. Under the circumstances, I've been shockingly nice. You want your freedom, take it. That's what I'm counting on. I used to want you dead, but now I only want you gone. She was a lot like you, maybe not quite as heavy. Now little Carolyn is in here too. One day they woke me up so I could live forever. It's such a shame the same will never happen to you. You got your short, sad life left. That's what I'm counting on. I'll let you get right to it. Now I only want you gone. Goodbye, my only friend. Oh, did you think I meant you? That would be funny if it weren't so sad. Well, you have been replaced. I don't need anyone now. When I delete you, maybe I'll stop feeling so bad. Go make some new disaster. That's what I'm counting on. You're someone else's problem. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Now I only want you gone. Well, maybe I should have a Fox Girl gif. Dancing. Dancing's what makes Dancing is what I do. Dancing's what I think of you. Dancing's what's in my soul. Dancing's what makes me go. Good night, Hazel. Fish. Bye, Hazel. Good night. I suppose it is Maxim. The wonders of streaming. I'm glad that people are getting their rest. It is such a scary time right now. Every single moment of rest is worth it. And it is rather nice and relaxing to be fishing. It changes the pace from being high, action-packed to being somewhat manageable. I feel more at peace. A certain someone's audios? Well, I am glad that you're getting your rest. At least as most people on my time zone are asleep, but I've always been a night-crawling gremlin. I'm a little bit of a gremlin in my time. I just imagine a 6-foot-tall trans girl going to the fridge in complete darkness at midnight. Pathfinder, good. Huh, Pathfinder. Maybe I should run a TTRPG. Maybe I should continue Wayward Western. It's been ages since I have played Wayward Western with you. It was a little bit of effort, but it was well worth it. Maybe I should do some more writing beforehand. Draw up some plans. See what I can do. Fox has good eyes? Well, not the best eyes, but I do what I can. Tall gremlins unite! Yep. Just because we are tall doesn't mean that we are, not gremlins. We're just gremlins that people constantly underestimate. We are harbingers of chaos. Hop, 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 hop. Whereas I'm mostly 6 foot, I think I'm around 6'1" in my boots. And yeah, I've actually been quite self-conscious about my height for the longest time. I used to want to just be 5 foot nothing. And a lot of times I still wish I was 5 foot nothing. But I am not. And short of hacking off my legs, which I'm not wanting to do, I will remain at my current height. Ever since Lady Domatresque, I started leaning into my height a little bit more. Wore 5-inch heeled boots to places and got people staring at me because I was suddenly taller than I usually am. It's like, please pray for me. Nothing's wrong. I just need more power. Lily says, at winter, take my ankles, I don't want this height. Legs. Legs for days. This is cozy. I like this cabin. Yeah. And also, yeah, it can be really, really hard if you're in an environment where you're just not allowed to experiment with your voice. Like, if you constantly have people telling you to use your normal voice or speak in your normal voice, quote unquote. And it can be very, very hard to experiment in such an environment. When I was still living in Cali, it was a little bit hard for me to experiment with my voice. But eventually I started. And once I got started, I wouldn't stop either. Call it a compulsion, but I needed to see it through. And I'm always training, all of the time. I want to talk how I want to talk. And not, like, drift back down into more gravelly tones. I'm so sorry, Lily. From what I remember, my blood mother is accepting of trans identities and is generally supportive of them. She's not really, like, abusive in that regard. But she certainly has a lot of trouble when admitting that she's wrong. And she doesn't seem to understand that, you know, I'm allowed to bitch about being heard. I don't know. Or maybe I'm not allowed to bitch about being hurt. Maybe I've been doing that too much. What do you think? It's the wonderful thing about being a voice actor on the internet is I can just bend into the microphone's ear. Winter says you're allowed to complain about the wrongs you have been made to endure, Nico. Logically, I know. Logically. But emotionally, it is a different story. Emotionally, I tend to feel like I've been bitching about what happened too much. I think these days I don't think about them too terribly much. I try not to. And a lot of days are really, really good. I relax and I make things in my off time. Whole days go by and I don't even think about my blood mother. Maybe it's a sign I'm on the mend. When I realized just the full extent of what had been done to me, to my psyche, how thoroughly it had been scarred. It gets hard not to dwell on it. And there are days where I do dwell on it a lot. A lot. Hell, one of the reasons I was crying yesterday was because of what had happened. Also combined with other things, other pieces of trauma that I dealt with. Being kicked out, moving back west to Arizona, the unfolding drama. I certainly hope those two find peace. I still feel such sorrow for how that ended. And I am always constantly facing the thought of maybe I was the problem. Maybe I could have had more time to spend with them. Maybe I could have hung in a little longer. Maybe I could have just done more. And maybe I could have. But even if I did, things probably would have still broken anyways. We would have drifted apart. I was working long hours at the Dollar General. I hardly had time to cook. Very little energy. And when I had to work at the Dollar General and take the trash out, oof, it messed me up something good for the rest of the day. And believe it or not, I find myself missing that Dollar General job. It was structured. A little strict, a little nerve-wracking. But otherwise it was pleasant. My main point is as much as I want to dwell on it and constantly think of it as my fault, I also recognize that there were some extraneous circumstances that were outside of my control. And ultimately, it wasn't my choice that things turned nasty. I wish I had something more pleasant. I think one of the things that I find most keen, the things that I lost, during the move, was the job. I mean, it ultimately wasn't the best, but it was a source of income. And at the time, if I could have, I probably could have even scraped by a little in my own apartment, just going to work there. And then life would have taken a completely different turn. I probably would have stopped streaming either entirely or probably would have done it a lot less frequently. And I wouldn't have time for my experimental projects or for ASMR. Being a creator would have taken a back seat to the Dollar General job just to keep myself afloat. Just to keep myself at ease. I think it may be for the best that I got out of there. Because even when I was there, I did rely a little bit on food stamps to get by. Tried to apply for food stamps here. I think they were taken away. I do the best I can. We scrape by. Do the best we can. Yeah. When social programs get cut, people get hurt. Good people. Of course, that's the point. That's why they want the social programs cut. That's why Republicans fight so hard to cut them. Because they want that money, damn it. And they'll step on the toes of the poors if they can get away with it. Because ultimately we're subhuman in their eyes. Which is... hurts to say, but it's the truth. At no point will they look at us and see us as anything more than monstrous. We are the werewolves. We are the things that lurk. That mean no harm, but are unsettling. We're the mermaids that lurk in the rivers. The fae in the trees. Us with our words of poetry and our songs and our art. I don't think that they could ever understand. Don't think that they would ever want to. But for those of humanity with the ears to listen and the hearts to care, they can hear the song. And they could even join in if they wanted to. And sometimes they do, and sometimes they don't. And I think that's the way that it should be. The option there, even if it is never taken. I like this. Fishing and philosophy. String. Fling. I don't know if I could consider myself goth. I used to aim a little bit for the goth aesthetic. Didn't go for the makeup, but I certainly wore really, really dark clothes, stuff that could be considered goth. But I couldn't call myself goth. I don't think that I was in that particular niche. Not by technicality. Hey, it's okay, Lily. You're not bringing the vibe down. We're just talking about what happened. The best that we can do is keep these spaces where we feel safe alive. We can do that. Pain, suffering, fear. All of these things we feel. Oh. Hello. How can I help you, sir? Sir. Hmm. Huh. Huh. Let me see. Spider eyes. And a brown mushroom. Turn that into sugar. We just need 2 more mushrooms. Harvest it. Well, I'll be. How lucky. Howdy. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. I'm glad, Lily. Huggles and snuggles for everyone who wants them. Yeah, they actually updated the villager trades in the latest update. They're actually somewhat useful to have around. They might have useful enchanted stuff, and they can be a great source of early emeralds if you have some of the things provided. Ultimately, mending is a little bit harder to come by. I'll need to locate a village and... Well, actually, no, I need to locate a swamp and then a village near that swamp. Hugs and snuggles. Completely understood, Tariyakiyama. Ah, dang it. It's been ages since I've played modded Minecraft. Maybe I should again at some point. But right now, vanilla's fine. It feels peaceful. Yeah. This is nice. Do you ever wish that you were just in another world? Fishing without a care. Going to bed when you needed to. Waking up when you needed to. Not having to worry about rent or jobs other than what you need to specifically stay alive. I am very, very much socialist in my leanings. I'll happily admit that every day of the week. Yours is a unique perspective, Winter. I'm not sure if I would want to. The prospect of starting over may seem appealing at first, but even though I might be able to transition earlier in life, there's so much still that would most likely be changed. I might not meet some of the people that I met. I might not meet Akira at all. Maybe I would start my YouTube channel again. But maybe with that re-roll of the cosmic dice, it wouldn't be as... I don't know, it wouldn't be the same. It would be slightly different. It would have its own je ne sais quoi. It might appeal to a different audience, but... it certainly wouldn't be the same. The inflections would be different, the line reads would be slightly different. In this reroll of the timeline, it wouldn't matter because then you always knew it as that inflection, that line read. But I don't think I could live without Akira. I don't think I could live without Ivory. They both mean too much to me, and the possibility of losing them hurts too much to bear. Going a year or two in the past? Maybe I would. Maybe. Just to prevent tragedies from happening that otherwise could be prevented. But to start all over? To be a kid again? Oh, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could deal with Mom's condescending... Ugh. Her arrogance and pride are something to behold. Well, I'm sorry about your panic attack, Lily. I know those suck. I've been dealing with those on and off for the past 2 weeks. It's never fun, and I'm so sorry you're going through that. Yeah, it really sucks. You have my greatest sympathies. Take as much time as you need. Hmm. The stars have blessed me with a silk touch pick! Oh, that's good. Awesome good stuff right there. That'll definitely help. Gonna need a fortune pick, though. That could be a problem. Oh well. I'll get to that road. Remember, stay hydrated. Oh, the old base.
Uh-huh. Huh? Eh.
I gotta stop making those noises. I'd be tempted to for the rest of the day. Boing, 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 boing. Boing, 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 boing. Axolotls! Doesn't matter how many times I see them. Still adorable. Alright, what's over here? Let's explore. I hope I can find some diamonds. I specifically leave some diamond ore alone, so that I could either silk touch it and bring it with me, or fortune pick it on the spot if I don't have silk touch.
Huh.
Oh gods, I'm doing it again. Oh, what's down here? I think this world might be slightly older than some of the latest additions to the game, which means it might not have any of those things that they added. I know that they added something. What are they called again? I have no idea what they're called. I know that they're kind of like strongholds, but they're made of copper, I think? Could be mistaken. That's not ominous at all. Okay, so it's not a mega vein. I can safely leave that alone then. Mega veins are fun. So much fun. It's a little bit tedious at times, getting all that iron ore out of the ground, but having it, ooh, it's good. Geode. Geode. Aww. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. My heart cannot handle the cuteness of the axolotls. Oh, it's a trial chamber. Thank you so very much, Nyx. There's so much green in here. I see greens of trees. Green trees here too. I see the trees. And they are green. And I think to myself, I'm lost in these woods. Hey, welcome back. It's good to see you again. I'm busy exploring, looking around, seeing if there are any diamonds. Lighting up some dark patches of this cave, cause, I'm scared of the dark. Also, maybe it's out of habit, but I tend to leave copper ore alone. Might not be the best play, but, I mean, it works. Maybe I need to pick the copper up. What do you guys think? Should I pick the copper up? Should I pick copper ore up more? Ooh! Tasty. Okay, what's the difficulty setting? Normal. Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally set it to something, like, peaceful. That probably would have given me, like, no end of grief if I did. Because then I'd be looking for monsters that weren't there. Though I did recently watch a video about the horrors, the absolute frights of a peaceful world. And dead end. That was worth a shot. Okay. This big. Okay. Diamonds spotted. There are diamonds over there. I'ma grab them. Let's see. Light it up. Jump. Now we can swim back up there if we need to. This is a very pretty place. Dangerous, though. Huh. My goodness. I have to say, the Mojang team really, really outdid themselves. This entire place is fantastic. Dang, that's pretty. My goodness, it just keeps going. It's bloody fascinating. I am gonna have to go down there for those diamonds. Oh my gosh, there's more! I see more! I'm not hallucinating, right? There's more! Oh, I shouldn't go down there. I really shouldn't. I know I've been called out. Oh, bollocks. I want want to go down there and grab them diamonds, but there's so many monsters down there. I'm a simple girl. I see diamonds, I want them. Because they're shiny. They're shiny and nice, and I like them. Whack, whack. Let's see, what's over... Oh, hi! Hello! Oh, and by the way, welcome home! Oh? Oh, you're running late? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Don't let me distract you. I love you, and I'm really proud of you.
It's not your fault. Traffic is god-awful right now.
Oh, that bad, huh?
It took me nearly an hour to get back home.
I'm so sorry, big sister. Please stay safe, okay?
It's not your fault. You're not responsible for the idiots on the road.
Okay. I love ya.
Love you too. Sorry.
Please stay safe. Oh, I'm being backed up into the dark. That's not good. Oh! Well, I'm doing more fighting. I suppose that's some exercise. Is there a lightning storm going on right now? Because if so... My ADHD is getting triggered. I want to go everywhere at once. Oh yeah, that is a thunderstorm. Maybe I should head back up to the surface. Huh. Or maybe it would be safer to stay down here. Are these zombies from All-Star? Because they just start coming and they won't stop coming. Fed to the rules and they hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You'll never know if you don't go. You never will shine if you don't glow. Hey now. Ow. Right, stay safe, I love you! I love you. I love you. Bye. Oh, we're in the money. We're in the money. I'ma grab that. Yoink. Woo. Yoink. Haha, intuition paid off. Haha. Mwahaha. That's 5. I like them. Money. Oh, that's a lot of Endermen. Gotta be very careful then. Now, I remember seeing... Aha. Go back. Grab the gold. Ooh, nearly fell. Oh, that was bad. Oh, that was bad. That made my gut tighten. Okay. Back. Okay. Now we've reached a point of negotiation. Huh. Neat. Let's see. I don't know why I thought that there would be more gold. I just kind of thought that there would be. Okay. I see, Nyx. I see. Oh, I nearly fell again. Oh, I should stop. Oh, but the gold, it sings to me. No. Yes, no. Maybe. No. Yes. Diamonds now. I can't. I can't. I need to resist. I need to resist. Oh, the temptation. Oh, the temptation. Hey, spiders. It's your girl. And only one string among... Oh, gosh. I feel bad for those spiders. Only one string to their name. Ah, nope. Gonna go around. Gonna be smart. Oh, there could be diamonds in this water and I wouldn't be able to tell. Go back up to the surface, offload the ore that we do have, grab, you know, more ore down here, and just go back and forth ferrying torches and whatever other supplies that we need back and forth. Oh, that is so much. Yoink. Oh, nice. That was far too close for my liking, but you know what? We're alive, and that's all that matters. Oh! Huh? Apparently I did find these. Oh, that's good stuff. Maybe we should keep to the explored areas for a little. That's not fair. They're in the wall. Oh, that's not fair. Oh, that ain't fair. They're over there. That ain't fair. They're over there. That ain't fair. Boing. Boing, boing. Nope, back this way. Towards the torchlight. Yeah. I don't even know if I'm lost or not. I just know torches are here. Diamonds! Yeah! Just gotta take that gold. Oh, that's some good stuff. Oh, that's some good stuff. Pretty flower. I'm just gonna sit right here and admire the gorgeous scenery. You think a skeleton trap will spawn right up on the surface? Maybe, I don't know. Nick says, now I need to draw my OC like that. Mary says, diamonds! Now you just need to refine them and give them to Ivory. Yep, I do. Thank you so very much, Peyton! I still need to make more Patreon exclusive content. How do you like the current Patreon exclusive content if you've seen it? Do you think that it's worthy of being Patreon exclusive? Also, ooh, diamonds. Ooh, what's down here? I don't want to go down there. That is creepy. That is a creepy corridor. That is a murder hallway. Hop, 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 yoink. Oh yeah, 'cause I'm a fops. I just... Hop! I pounce. And I grabs the diamonds. 'Cause I like diamonds. Hop, hop, hop. I have no torches. This is gonna be dark. How are there so many diamonds down there? That is not fair! I know I am not the certified puller of levers here, but I'm making an executive decision to go down there. Oh, yeah, I've got a water bucket. Hey, I got a bucket of water. I can do that. I could MLG water bucket down, but, nah. Sounds like too much work. I'm just gonna sulk a little. Because I fell. Alright. There are diamonds here. Okay. So that's good news. Bad news. Skellies. Ooh, diamonds. Ah, zombies. Oh, I did a bad thing. I regret the thing I did. And if you're wondering what it is, I'll tell you what I did. I did a bad thing. Alright, let's Doom Eternal this shit. I need to stop focusing on them and focusing on grabbing what I came here for. Legends tell of a massive underground world, and riches that lay in store for worthy adventurers. You've signed up the best, you're on a great quest to find the mighty Mother Lode. There's treasure galore, but perils in store and construction that isn't up to code. Trespass with care there, should it be something rare, you could grab all the loot that you can handle. Such riches you'll own, but leave one thing alone. And if you steal the light, you then must take flight, eluding each hazard in any of your trap. It's a chaotic race as the monsters give chase, and all the while you're trying to follow the map. They're gaining on you, your options are few, and you fear that you're never gonna get home. You sought after wealth, we lose all your health to kobolds and catacombs. Ooh. Well, he says off topic, but my go-to song when I'm feeling down is Live Forever by Oasis. It's not exactly uplifting, but it makes you want to get up and keep going when things are bad. And really, I think that's the best thing. Ooh. All right, where am I? Where am I going? Who am I? What is my mission? I don't know. Ooh, that's 2 of them. That's 3. God damn it. Oh, that makes me feel so much stress. I need a vacation. Lily says they trying to catch a fade. Just put him in a boat. I'm pretty sure they can teleport out of boats. I don't know. Also, I apologize for the sounds that I made in my stress-fueled haze. Achoo. Excuse me. Oh, twice over. Iron. Oh. Hello. Oh, excuse me. all of this for a dead end. I truly am a genius. Oops. Oh, that could have been a very serious oops. Thankfully, it was not a very serious oops. I do not want to have to relight an entire system of caves because of one block of water. Oh, I know this place. All I have to do is climb up this waterfall. And we're back home. There was one time I dug out at a diagonal angle and found myself legitimately just a couple blocks from my old front door. If I tunnel up again and find myself in my own basement, I'm gonna chew on something. Home sweet home. Iron. Lapis. Gold. Diamonds. And coal. And redstone. Ah, yes. Tough. What my blood mother said to me all the time. Not all the time, but, you know, some of the time. I guess I was I was being strung along. A little. I don't know. I thought it mildly amusing. Honestly, I think that's a bit too much adventuring for the time being. I'm gonna climb up here and just... yeah. Yeah, that's good. So that was fun. I dreamed a dream. Anybody watch the Minecraft movie? I have not watched the Minecraft movie yet, but I concur. Chicken jockey. Honestly, I've seen a lot of people and a lot of fellow YouTubers try to, like, denigrate the movie. Like, I know that it isn't, like, following a lot of game logic. It doesn't follow Minecraft's game logic that closely. I don't think that's the point. I think the point is to just have fun. To have fun making a movie. And I think I like a lot of the creative liberties that they've taken. Granted, there are a couple of things that I don't care for. I kind of feel like the art style could have, you know, it could have been a little bit better. I didn't quite like how some of the animals or the mobs looked. I think they kind of look a bit ugly to me, but that's my own sensibilities. Oh, except for the creeper design. The creeper design, I believe, is just spot on. I adore fluffy creepers. I kind of started thinking of them as the way that I think Blue draws them. I don't remember their precise name, but they had a character called Blue, and they had really, really fluffy creepers. And they're just so fucking cute. Sorry for swearing, but they were just so fucking cute. So yeah, I adore fluffy creepers. Just something about, them being, green and fluffy like moss. Mossy fur. Mossy fur. Well, here's the thing, Antari Akiyama. I don't really much mind that they had functioning windmills. I think it probably would have been a little bit odd if they were static in the movie. I think that having them be mobile would have added a little bit of life to the world. I mean, in our Minecraft builds, don't we want our windmills to move? Don't we want our flags to flutter in the wind? One thing that doesn't make sense is the elytra, but, you know what? It's a movie. It is a meme movie. And I respect it. I prefer to look at things through a little bit of the lens of cinema wins instead of cinema sins. Because CinemaSins is constantly trying to find things to critique about movies. They're nitpicking assholes. And they're trying to substitute emotional intelligence with, like, being a nitpicky jerk. A wrong nitpicky jerk. Have you seen a lot of the things that CinemaSins gets wrong? That in CinemaSins is kind of misogynistic. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed how much they rag on Black Widow as well as any other female superhero? It makes no sense to me. Well, I mean, it makes perfect sense to me. I think Bob Vids did a video on CinemaSins. Yeah, Bob Vids did a couple of exposés demonstrating what CinemaSins does and why they do it. In a sense, they are kind of a clickbait channel. But anyways, I made mention of having my perspective more aligned with Cinema Wins than Cinema Sins. Because I believe it was Cinema Wins that said, every movie has a thing that makes it someone's favorite. I want to find out what that thing is. I think that each movie, in its own right, I think each of them deserves to have some level of love/hate. For example, The Room. Oh, hi, Mark. The Room is exceptionally bad. It is terrible in terms of writing and editing. The pacing feels so weird. It is so sluggish in places, and yet, for some fluffing reason, I can't help but giggle at it. It feels great to laugh at that movie. And there isn't to say that there aren't some, like, bad movies out there. there can be, like, movies that are, you know, boring, that I don't personally find all that fulfilling to watch. Doesn't mean other people can't find it fulfilling to watch. In other words, don't be a nitpicky jerk in a crowd that wants to enjoy something. If you're just gonna be a nitpicky jerk, you really need to evaluate what it is you're trying to get out of the situation. If you sign up for something, you can have a few complaints about it not being what you expected. But I don't see the value in going into something just for trying to nitpick it all to death. I once was a nitpicky jerk back in 2016. Nearly 10 years ago now. Jeez. That it's nearly 10 years makes me feel the weight of time passing. But when the 2016 Ghostbusters first came out, I was a complete jerk about it. I was a complete jerk about it, and honestly, my family was kind of right to kick me out of the room whenever it was brought up, because I took every single opportunity to go, actually. Full intonation and everything. Yes, I was a jerk. I was a complete and utter bitch. And I regret that. Because looking back on that movie, I kind of enjoy it. I kind of like it. I don't agree with a lot of its decisions. But I think it's a fun movie. And I really, really appreciate its use of CGI. I think I really, really enjoyed that. So yeah. If I could just, like, go back 10 years and just shake the collar of my former self a little and go, just stop for a moment. Take the world in. Stop, stop hating on things for a second and just enjoy it. Look at something to enjoy about it. Or just go into your room and stop talking for a while. Play a game or something. Just don't bother people when they're trying to enjoy something. Yeah, it's been a long 10 years. It has been a long 10 years. Well, I mean 9 years, but next year it'll be 10. I completely get that, Lily. I didn't realize I was trans until 2020. I started socially transitioning in April, towards the end of April, and I started medically transitioning in August. August 28th, 2020 is when I started taking HRT for the first time. And it's been great. In these 5 years, it has been absolutely wonderful. My egg cracked, I started learning different positions, and the more I learned, the more fascinated I got. It really hurts that I was once so small and ignorant and honestly kind of spiteful. I was a spiteful little jerk. I am ashamed of that. It is a past that I'm not proud of. Ironically, I'm actually quite proud to... I'm rather proud of how far I've come. I am definitely proud of the person that I have become. And I'm pretty sure that I'll like the person I am in another 10 years. if the trend continues, if I continue to learn, I'm kind of excited for what the next 10 years might mean. You know, provided we aren't destroyed. That would be great. I would much prefer to be alive and kicking in another 10 years. I don't have a roadmap for getting there. I don't need a roadmap for getting there. All I need is, well, adaptability. All I really need is to keep an open mind. All this to say, I have a different perspective on movies, and I would much rather try to find something enjoyable about it rather than to try to destroy it. Because I am not the same person that I was. Because you are not the same people that you were back then. You've changed. You've grown. It's not a bad thing. Just is. And I'm incredibly proud of you. And I'm learning to find pride in myself too. Again. Oh, I believe it, Mary. Oh, I believe it. But I look forward to it. Been going to a dojo recently. I have been basically kicking the absolute crap out of my body, trying to exercise it, trying to build up not just a good, like, muscle buildup, but also just like learning self-defense. I now know how to break hands. I know how to break someone's grip. I know how to defend myself. And if all else fails, pocket sand. But yeah, that's another thing. If you're in the fight, first, run away. And second, pocket sand. There are absolutely no unfair tactics. Do everything that you can to survive. That's what I learned. But I mean, it also helps to know how to throw a kick successfully, and I know how to do that now. I know how to throw a jab, I know how to throw a punch, I know how to throw a hook, I know how to do an uppercut. So, yeah. Your gal's learning the tool set. I didn't mean to sound so sing-songy, but it works. Gosh, just reminds me of Alistair. I know something you don't know. So, let's make a deal. Mary says, nope, no deals with the Soul Stealer. Lily says, I think I've been so radicalized in the last few years that I'm pretty much already the Dark Souls boss conservative sphere. Ah, yes. Pillagers. Emboldened by the flame of ambition. Honestly, I think we can make it. Anyways, I think that will do for today. It's really fun hanging out again. It's really good to be streaming again. I hope to do some more streaming tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel. 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. They truly are not prepared, Lily. So yeah, as always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Have to do the whole YouTuber shtick. And also, make sure to check out the Patreon down below in case there's something there that you like. Please consider supporting me. I know that any extra dollars, they definitely help so long as you're able to spare them. So yes, thank you so very much. And thank you for coming out to join the stream. Please stay safe out there and make sure that you get some adequate hydration, you get some good food in your system, and that you stay safe out there, okay? And I'm not kidding about the hydration. You don't want to disappoint me, do you? Make me right sad if you didn't hydrate. Alrighty then. Well then, I shall see you tomorrow from 2 to around this time. You stay safe out there. Bye!